Hi guys, you're right. Welcome back to Guitar Lessons by E.O.A. So in today's lesson, I'm going to be teaching you all about the dominant 13 plus 11 chord. Now the formula it uses is 1, 3, 5, flat 7, 9, add 11, and 13. It's a rich jazzy 7-note chord, and the tones that make up the chords, which is in relation to the scale, is the root, major third, perfect fifth, minor seventh, major ninth, augmented 11th, and major 13th. Now when it comes to the dominant 13th 11th chord, often the fifth is omitted for a better sounding chord. Now the sharp 11th in this chord is not always written with a sharp symbol. The sharp 11th just means that the 11th is raised by a semitone. Now this chord is based on the Lydian dominant scale and is equivalent to the fourth mode of the melodic minor scale. So if you're looking at the fourth mode of a scale, right, all you need to do is go down a perfect fourth. So let's say, for example, the chord is in C, right? The scale is in C. So the fourth mode of that would be G, because the fourth of G is C. So you basically go forward in order to go backwards. All right? So before we continue, I'm going to teach you guys two dominant 13th, 11th chords. So this is going to be in the key of A. We put our thumb on the 5th fret low string, our first finger on the 4th string 5th fret, our second finger on the 6th fret 5th string, our third finger on the 3rd string 6th fret, and then we're going to use our pinky to bar the 2nd and the 1st. Okay, now in this chord, right, the 5th is omitted, so it's not part of the chord. Well, it is, but it's not in this particular chord. And then another one is here. Okay, you put your thumb on the 6th string, you put your thumb on the 6th string 9th fret, your 4th finger on the 5th string 10th fret, your third on the 4th string 9th fret, your second on the 3rd string 8th fret, and then your first finger on the 2nd string 7th fret. So in this chord, the 1st and the 5th is omitted. It's not part of this particular chord. The 1st and the 5th are omitted. Okay, now let's go back to the other chord. Both in the key of A. Okay. A13 plus 11. And then the second chord. So this is how you play the Lydian dominant scale, which is the scale that you use over the dominant 13 plus 11 chord. You've got the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the sharp 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the flat 7, then back to the root, or 8, then we've got 9, 10, sharp 11, then we have the 12th, then the 13th, which is equivalent to the 6th, right? Flat 7, then back to the root, and then so on and so forth. 1, 2, 3, sharp fourth, 5, 6, flat 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then you could say flat 7, back to the root, but a second octave higher, and then the second. So we've got the C, 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 C. So let's play it together. C, D, E, F sharp, G, A sharp, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A sharp, C, D. Now descendingly, D, C, A sharp, A, G, F sharp, E, D, C, A sharp, A, G, F sharp, E, D, C. Now remember what I said before. It's equivalent to the melodic minor. So the tones for the Lydian, right, is 1, 2, 3, sharp 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 8. But the melodic minor is 1, 2, flat third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the difference is the melodic minor has a flat third, doesn't have a sharp fourth, and doesn't have a flat 7, unlike the Lydian dominant scale. So remember, the Lydian dominant scale is equivalent to the fourth mode of the melodic minor scale. So let's use the notes again, right? We have C, D, E, F sharp, G, A sharp, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A sharp, C, D. Now for the melodic minor, you play it like this. G, A sharp, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A sharp, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Notice that it's the same notes as the Lydian dominant, but it's just in different order. It's the same notes, but just different positioning. All right. So remember, G is a different tones. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, flat third, 4. Okay, G, A sharp, 1, 2, flat third, 4, 5, C, D, 6, okay, 6, and then 7, F sharp, G, 8, 9, so that'd be the fourth, 11, 12, 13, the 7th, then back to the root. Same notes, but in different positioning. So if you really look at it, it's literally the equivalent. It's in different positioning. The positioning of the notes is different because for the Lydian we start on C, but then for the melodic minor we start on G. Okay, because the fourth mode of the melodic minor is equivalent to the Lydian dominant. All right, so we go down. We go down. Let's play one more time. Let's play the Lydian in the key of C. Ready in 3, 2, 1. Now descending. Now the melodic minor in the key of G. Because the dominant 13 plus 11 is played over the Lydian dominant scale, the chord degree that is used for this scale, right? The chord degree is major, major, diminished, diminished, minor, minor, augmented. All right? Major, major, diminished, diminished, minor, minor, augmented. And the chords we'd use would be C major, D major, E diminished, F sharp diminished, G minor, A minor, A sharp augmented, or B flat augmented, and then back to the C but an octave higher. Now let's do that descendingly. So now I'm going to teach you the tones of the fundamental harmonies based on the 3-note chords. Based on the 3-note chords, the fundamental harmonies, the single notes that make up the chord. So for example, if I want to do the fundamental harmony of the C7, that would be C, E, G, B flat. So it will sound like this. C, E, G, B flat. So we're going to do the fundamental harmonies based on the Lydian dominant scale, which is in correlation to the dominant 13 plus 11 chord in the key of C. So we have C major, D major, E diminished, F sharp diminished, G minor, A minor, A sharp augmented, and then C major. Now descendingly, now if you don't want to play the G here, you can play it on the open chord. You can play like this, the open chord. and then descendingly. And one of the reasons why the Lydian dominant scale is used to play over this chord is because it contains the natural third, natural 13th, and the sharp 11th. All right, so if we go back to Lydian, look, it has a sharp 11th. 1, 2, 3. So C, D, E, F sharp. All right. The fourth of E is F, and then a semitone higher is F sharp. So it has the 1, the 2, the 3, the natural third, fourth, which equals the sharp fourth, which equals the sharp 11th, 5, and then we have the 6, which is equivalent to the 13th. So let's put it all together. We're going to play the Lydian dominant scale in the key of C, the melodic minor in the key of G, and then we're going to play the chord progression based on the chord degree, and then we're going to play the tones of the fundamental harmonies based on the 3-note chords. Okay, Lydian scale. 3, 2, 1. Now the melodic minor. Now the chord progression. Remember? Major, major, diminished, diminished, minor, minor, augmented. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Now descending. Now the fundamental harmonies. And we are not going to play the open G. We're going to play instead. In 3, 2, 1. Descendingly. All right, let's do it one more time. 3, 2, 1. for watching today's video. I hope you guys learnt something about this lesson, all about the dominant 13 plus 11 chord. Guitar lessons by E.O.A. Stay tuned for more.